Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 5/6/22. It's a Friday, and it's pouring rain outside. But it's not teeming rain. They said that's what it was going to do, and of course the weatherman wasn't absolutely correct. But that's fine, because I'm still wondering how the weatherman can predict weather when we're spinning at 1,000 miles per hour and clouds are coming in from every side of this supposed bowl that we live on, and they're all over the place. So he can predict the storm from California that's about to hit here on the West Coast, that's about to hit to the East Coast, and he can just trail it. That's great. That's like fucking impossible. Not only that, stupid, if you believe that shit. Okay. Music loud enough for you? I can hear it too. How you doing? Anyway, look, I should be nice, because I was the same way. I was a stupid ball earther who knew nothing. Didn't do their research, didn't look at anything, didn't take a look at NASA and look at their videos. Why would I? It's NASA. You don't trust NASA? Of course. It's a space agency. Never took a look at any of the videos. I wish I took a look at those videos when I was in high school. I scrutinized things a lot more when I was in high school. I would have been like, what the fuck? That's not real, you know? Anyway, nobody knew to look, you know? Nobody knew to research and look at these pictures and see that they're obviously faking space, you know? And why would they do that? You know, why would they fake space? I had somebody come up to me the other day and ask me, you're the guy who drives that car? And I'm like, yeah, that's my car. So what's the problem with, you know, what's the problem with the space agency? I said, they lie about everything. Everything. Start there. And that's as far as I can go with a conversation with somebody at this point, you know. Anyway, my video today is going to be Think About It Friday, I think. I don't know. I'm just, there's so many things I was thinking about today. And first I want to start off with the beauty of cartoons. I love cartoons. Remember cartoons back when you were kids? I mean, not now, but, you know. Actually, I did like Peppa Pig when I was watching with my daughter. She doesn't like Peppa Pig anymore. She's getting up there in age, so she's off that. And I hope she's off Disneyland, too, because we won't be purchasing any items from them anymore. And the only reason why I ever purchase items is all the shit that kids like, unfortunately, they produce. You know, well, they don't produce them, they sell them. They're being outsourced, of course, to a different country, and that's why we're in this whole fucking mess to begin with anyway, which is very easy to fix. And I'll tell you how to do that with gas prices. Okay, all right, one video at a time. Anyway, I used to love cartoons when I was a kid. I used to, you know, watch the Smurfs. Pac-Man was actually a cartoon. And I'm trying to think of another one. Oh, you know, Spider-Man, of course, you know, and all that other stuff. But yeah, you know, Saturday morning we're cartoons, you know, with the friends. Sleepovers, or 5 of us, you know, watching these cartoons. You know, it's funny because a cartoon also has another way of appearing, and that was for the Blue Marble. That's right. That's a cartoon. That's a drawing. That's a picture that was fed to you for nearly 50 years, and everybody bought it. Well, not 50 years, it was like 45 years. Whatever it is, who the fuck cares? I'm just saying that was the one picture that they took that is in every science fucking book, that's in every fucking educational piece of item. Even Apple decided to adopt it and put it on their freaking iPhone as a screensaver. And that was the Blue Marble, a cartoon. And that was all it was. Nothing but a fucking cartoon. It wasn't until 2015 until they actually stitched a picture of Earth and tried to sell it off as a ball. And they stitched it together. Then they used a little editing tools and put in some clouds here. You know, I mean, it's just, why would any regular person would ask themselves, why would they lie about this? Why would they lie about going to space? It should be the most historic moment of mankind. I don't even think you can say mankind anymore now. That's great. That's wonderful. That's what this world's come to. You can't even say mankind anymore. It actually offends fucking people. But that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. That's where you start off with flat Earth. You look at the space agencies. Just start there. Look at those fucking things. They haven't aged well at all. It's because it's fake. It's the biggest joke in the fucking world. Air pressure. You know what I love about air pressure? Or pressure itself. It actually is something that holds the air in. Okay? A barrier, shall we say. Now, this is a conversation that I was talking to with somebody earlier. With a video, and it really does make perfect sense. I mean, I know we're under pressure, okay? That's why I made a video a while ago that was picked up. What else is new? And about pressure. When you think about rain, I've taken videos at the beach. When you look at these clouds, you know, it's almost like a waterfall coming out of these clouds, you know? And if you think these clouds are holding billions of pounds of fucking water inside of it, it doesn't make any sense. So I go back to the creator when he created something like this. You know, he or she or whoever it may be would not want us to see what is actually going on up there. And I actually have another question too, but definitely not, wouldn't want us to see what's going on up there. The actual water coming down, okay, of course. So you create clouds, all right? In the scientific view, of course, you'd have to, if you lived on a planet, you'd have to have clouds in order for life, for water to exist, for lightning strikes to come down. You know, I mean, clouds, you know, they're the ones that's what's created everything, right? No, I'm sorry. It has to do something with whatever is covering us. It's almost like it's like, I don't know, like an organic material or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, we can't break through it, and we tried for several decades. Back to what I was saying. So, if we're under pressure here, and a low pressure enters a high pressure, it almost, it like kind of seems, from what the Bible says, water above. It releases the water when a low pressure goes in there, because that's when it rains. It's a low pressure system that's coming in. You know, it's weird. I'm gonna have to just go into this too, and go down another rabbit hole and kind of research on this, because it's very interesting. And but it would make sense. These clouds don't hold that much water. It's impossible. Okay, it really is. There's just no way. The water's coming from somewhere. And every time I see this rain, you know, this is different. This is rain coming from all over. But when you're watching storms come in, especially from the shoreline, you see this one cloud, and you see this big front coming through, and all this, I mean, this funnel of water coming down. It's got to be coming from somewhere. Now, the other question is, we don't actually have any footage of any airplane or anything like that, aircraft, above these clouds while we are getting, you know, major storms. Now, they do it with the tornadoes, okay? But they don't do it with regular storms like here on the East Coast, you know, very much. Well, we do have tornadoes that come in, and then they have that airplane with a big satellite dish and whatever the hell it is that's on there, the big radar, and they're photographing it. But we never really see exactly where that rain is coming from, because we all think it's coming from the clouds, and it might not be. Okay, is my point. Today on the highway, when I was coming home on 84, there are cliffs. It's almost like the Palisades Parkway. Yeah. And there's one part of a cliff that decided to release its rocks. Okay. Now, apparently these rocks have been there for billions of years, right? Never moving or anything, or just sitting there for billions of years. And then all of a sudden one day it decides to release a side of it and block some of the road. See, the thing that doesn't make any sense to me is if these are solid rocks, solid stone, is that created with volcanoes, and we have diamonds that can scratch the surface of glass. How are these rocks just all of a sudden now just falling? It doesn't make any sense. It's because they're fucking trees, probably, or some sort of organic, petrified material. And I want you to think about that for a while. And I'll get into it later with some more videos. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos, and let me be a part of your life.